Hello friends, my name is Theo, and today in this very exciting Meester Media tutorial, we'll be taking a look at one of the most requested topics that I've gotten in a while, and that is how to add 3D floating text inside a video, inside Fusion, inside Resolve 15. Quick disclaimer before we get into this, every time I do this, it crashes Resolve and corrupts the project file, so be very careful when you do this. Your mileage may vary, but just so you know, we are not going to get some playback during this. So I'll show you how to set it up real quick, and then you can try it on your own and see if it works in your install of Resolve. But for me, we are not going to be getting playback. So first thing you do is get an adequate clip. So we've got this little clip of walking through a little forest thing. Good candidate for some 3D tracking. So the first thing we're going to add is a camera tracker. Camera tracker. Pop it right in there. Bring this up in Viewer 1. And over on our inspector, you can see we've got this auto track, reset, and preview auto track locations. When you click this on, it'll show you the tracking ports it has. And we can add more than that by bringing this feature separation down, which allows more features to be added closer together. So if you see, if we scroll this way down, we get a bunch of points. And the more features it has, the better track you'll get normally, but the longer it'll take to solve. But in this clip, it doesn't take too long to solve, and since you're watching a tutorial, I can just fast forward through the tracking and solving. So without further ado, we'll hit this auto track, and through the magic of editing, we're going to be done in just a jiff. There we go, and it's all finished tracking. And now the next thing we need to do is, in order to make this data useful, we need to go over to our solver tab, and we can just hit solve, or we can go down to this track filtering and we can make our maximum track error, bring it down to like 0.11. You can see it's selecting points that are better for us. So since we had a bunch of points to choose from, now we can select just the best ones. So we can bring these maximum errors down. I'll have fewer points to use, which will make our solve go faster and be better. So it's always good to just do that, tweak them down a little bit. And now we'll hit solve. And once again, through the magic of editing, we're all done. And you can see over here we've got our average solve error of 0.36 pixels, which is fine. Anything below 1 is normally fine. Below 5 is pretty darn good. I think I've heard that like real hardcore people go to like anything below 0.2, but you know, we're not going to get playback on this, so 0.3 is more than enough. All right, so now since we have our solve, we're going to be able to use this scene output thing. So what we're going to do is bring this into a 3D scene by adding a merge 3D node down there and drop our scene in there. So now if we view our merge 3D node, you can see we've got all of these points that we have tracked, so you can sort of see where everything is in your image. And now, whenever we add our text, so text 3D, pop that in there. I'm going to do a quick save real quick, just in case. And now, we're going to add some text. So we'll call this crash, because I think that seems appropriate. We'll make this something like Gotham Black. And we're zooming in with Control Scroll Wheel. Moving around with middle click. You can see we've got our text in here, so we'll move it forward, moving this sort of really close into the camera so it'll be in front of this brush in the foreground. So it'll help us out. And you can see right now if we view our media out, we don't see anything. And that's because we still need a render node after our merge 3D, and then we need to bring that render node back in. But I'm going to do a little bit of the work without that just to keep things snappy. So there's our text. Our text around a little bit more, bring the size down some. And since it's 3D, we're going to take advantage of that and extrude it a bit. There we go. You can see if we zoom in, we've got this nice, big, fat, chunky text. Everyone loves chunky text. I'll bring this down a little bit and scale it down more since it's super close to the camera. Excellent. Ooh. Bring it back up some. And now I think it's about time for us to add our render node. So just Control Space, render 3D, get that out there. And then we will add a quick little merge node right after our camera tracker is to merge 2D. And the camera tracker passes our media through it. So we're good to go there. Bring our renderer up, bring it into the foreground. And now you see we've got our text in there. And you just have to trust me that it stays sticky whenever it floats around. So as much as I'm sure you would like to see this just floating through the image, we're going to have to call that a tutorial because I'm sick of Resolve crashing. So if you get it to work, be sure to share your results with me on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or, whatever are your druthers. If you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. No matter what, leave your feelings about your crashing experiences down below. Also, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, because I'm obviously bad at my job, we are still doing the 15 days of Resolve 15 sale over at MeisnerMedia.com/products. So go over, check that out. Type in the code Resolve15 at checkout, and you'll get 15% off your entire order, which is pretty handy dandy. I think so. Also, be sure to subscribe to Meisner Media YouTube channel, follow the social medias, all that good stuff. Once again, I've been Theo with Meisner Media. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.